There's no word to describe why I like climbing so much. I started climbing when I was 15 years old, and today my life is all about climbing. My name is Manikandan Kumar and I'm 28 years old.
In an official capacity, Mani trains me. He's my coach. So that's what our relationship started out as. But I think he's evolved into becoming one of my closest friends.
When I was 5 years old, due to some malfunction in that polio drops, I think it affected me. My right leg was more weaker, below the hip part, and I was using my hands to keep my hold my leg up and put it on the handhold or foothold. But later on I started working out more and jogging a lot, and I used to do a lot of workouts to strengthen it, and later on I became really strong, and I become more like a normal person after a certain point. But I don't think about my life, I just climb, that's all.
Représentant l'Inde est attribué à Manikandan Kumar.
I think when he climbs at his absolute best, it feels like he doesn't even have a disability, because his disability is in his right leg, and he's become quite famous for overcoming that with, incredible upper body strength and campusing. And he is attempting to be one of the best in a sport where footwork is, it's the most important thing in all of climbing. We're not a sporting culture. We are a country that watches and follows one sport.
The sports scene in India is very single-sided. It's all about cricket, and so a lot of the money gets into that. So despite the fact that there are really good athletes in India, what happens is cricket tends to dominate the scene. Because there hasn't been this sort of infrastructure to promote sport climbing and competition climbing, that's where somebody like Mani gets kind of stuck, because there isn't that mainstream culture of climbing that's visible. Somebody like Mani has no support. It's incredible that you have a world champion who has no sponsor.
Everything, right from, getting the shoes or harness or, traveling from house to the wall, everything was difficult.
The truth is, we're a country where people are still racing and struggling to make bread and 3 meals a day. So supporting the achievements of climbers, great as they may be, still remains a bit of a luxury. And I think that is a huge challenge for people like Mani, because you put in your own money and you do all these odd jobs, working outdoor camps and training students, many of whom are not regular, so your fees aren't defined per se, and that has to sustain your food, your livelihood, and your equipment, training, nutrition, everything. And it can be really hard, with that money, trying to train and compete at the international level.
The last year I had gone to Italy and London, and I won 2 silvers in those 2 competitions. But this year I have about more than 6 events, including 1 world championship. But I'm not sure about like a permanent sponsorship. But I'm gonna work hard, and hopefully something better happens this year.
So we're the first outdoors media in India. The first adventure media in India. Part of our goal right here is to create a campaign for Mani to make sure he can keep climbing, that he can definitely be world champion again, and continue doing what he does best.
After Mani won at the World Championship level, it also had a bit of an impact on our federal body, the IMF, and I feel, they started opening up a little bit to sending Indian climbers more to compete outside. Doesn't matter whether you come last, second last, or you qualify for the semi-finals. They've opened up to sending them out. Then there's been this new generation that's been so psyched about climbing outdoors and opening hard routes and not just staying in the competing circuit. So he signifies change in a very positive way, I would say.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of ups and downs in my life, and but somehow it made me really strong, and it made me a better person in life.